Is Trump America's only hope in 2024? In the heat of the 2024 election, America faces an unparalleled moment of crisis. The world watches as the nation struggles with chaos, division, and uncertainty. The stakes are higher than ever before. Global conflict, domestic upheaval, natural disasters. The very future of America is at risk. On one side, we have Kamala Harris, tasked with holding together a country on the brink, while dealing with unprecedented disasters. On the other hand, Donald Trump, a figure whose larger-than-life persona has gripped the American political landscape for nearly a decade. As Election Day looms, a storm is brewing across the nation. But the question remains, can Harris weather the storm, or is Trump truly America's only hope? A nation in turmoil. Disaster strikes on multiple fronts. Hurricane Helene ravages the coast. A dock workers' strike brings the economy to its knees, and violence in the Middle East draws America back into foreign conflict. Kamala Harris is at the helm, attempting to guide the country through one of its darkest hours, while President Biden remains in the background. Critics, including her opponent Donald Trump, claim these crises would never have happened under his watch. But can Harris rise to the challenge and prove herself as a capable leader? Trump's pitch: strength and stability.
The former president, and you want to take politics out of it. This is a man who had a bullet fired at him at this very location.
The people of America, our movement to make America great again, stands stronger, prouder, more united, more determined.
Donald Trump, a figure who needs no introduction, steps back into the ring with a clear message: strength, stability, and a return to America first. His rallies, his speeches, his supporters all echo the same refrain: America needs him now more than ever. He promises to bring back the economy's roaring strength, to handle foreign adversaries with an iron fist, and to restore order to a country reeling from crises. Trump has never wavered in his belief that only he can lead America through this storm. But will Trump's promises of a golden past be enough to sway voters? Can America trust him again with the nation's future? Or is this a gamble too risky to take? Kamala Harris, the calm in the storm. For Kamala Harris, the challenges she faces are monumental, but her response has been steady, calm, and composed. As she navigates the aftermath of Hurricane Helene, Harris has made it clear that her focus is on rebuilding and uniting a divided nation. Harris's leadership style contrasts with Trump's brash approach. She promises diplomacy, empathy, and a focus on internal healing. But as America faces some of its darkest days, voters must ask, is Harris ready to handle these pressures on her own, or does she need the larger-than-life leadership of Trump to take the reins? The fight for voter trust. With the 2024 election on the horizon, the choice for voters has never been more stark. Do they want the stability and calmness Harris projects during times of unprecedented crisis? Or the aggressive leadership that Trump insists is needed to bring America back to its glory days? The polls are closer than ever, with voters split down the middle. The fight for trust, the battle for America's soul, hinges on the decisions made in the coming weeks. It's truly one of the most polarizing elections we've seen in modern history.
Our new Wall Street Journal poll surveyed the 7 battleground states, the states that are going to decide this election. We find Harris leading in 4 of these 7 states, and Trump leading in 3 of them.
America's tipping point. We are at a tipping point. The election could tip the scales of power dramatically, shaping not only America's next 4 years, but the entire future of democracy, freedom, and global leadership. Kamala Harris presents herself as the steady hand the country needs to navigate these crises, while Trump offers a promise to restore what was lost. But will voters believe in Trump's strength, or has America moved on from the chaos of his presidency? This election will not just determine who sits in the Oval Office, it will decide the fate of a divided nation. Trump or Harris? Two candidates, two visions for America. As voters prepare to cast their ballots, one question lingers. Is Trump America's only hope in 2024, or can Kamala Harris carve a new path for the nation? Only time will tell. Don't miss out on the latest updates. Subscribe now for more in-depth analysis on the 2024 election and what it means for America's future. Stay tuned, because this race is far from over.